Now we're doing the crosslinking, so we're here at this step.
The only difference between the standard and the low input is you have higher volumes, just because you have bigger pellets. But if you can do it in the 1.5,
If it's
I would
manageable.
prefer it in animals. When you do the sensitization, it's much easier in these than it is 15 ml tube. You get less loss, but we're going to have plenty for you anyway. But
Although now I just need to add the buffer and then we invert mix, right? Is that?
Yeah, but sometimes what I find is too much the powder, they stay like sticky like a ball.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
Managed to get it off but I see what you mean.
Yeah. Sometimes you stay like it was easy.
We have to be careful afterwards, it's gonna be a bit messy.
Yeah, I was thinking if you wanna, we can change
Transfer it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I
It's
will
probably
cover
maybe
one.
it's more than one. So this is P. canina, and then maybe also the other lichen. So P. apoptosa or whatever.
This looks okay. It's nothing.
Yeah, maybe it's just this one.
Yeah.
Now I'll put it here so I know that I have done it. It is kind of like dissolved into nothing.
which one is that?
Like the flustra, we had such a giant pellet. Looks like it was all fluff.
Wow.
20 minutes.
Do you have a nutator, a rotator?
Yes.
I suggest, whenever you these things flowing. Because what happens is everything starts to settle, and then things start getting crossing together. I mean, you could also sit here and,
Yeah, move every so often.
and rock it up and down.
What I notice also with the rotators, sometimes it's sticky just in one wall, depends on how you put, and I'm there like, okay, that's a
We
good
have
to
a
expand
whole
well.
mixer. That one is nice because then it can also tilt
Yeah,
and,
if they
vibrate.
change, yeah.
Yes. Nobody's using it.
See how it's starting to pellet already? It settles. What you don't want is everything to crossing together.
Could the problem with the, I don't know, with this lichen that is big pellet was like, the powder was maybe too much, more than 100.
It doesn't, that's not that big of a deal because your concentration of formaldehyde is the same.
Yeah.
And it's still going to cross-link everything.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, well, do you have, it's not necessarily the volume. The reason we have the increased volume because your pellet is so big, it's easier to work with a bigger volume.
Okay, yeah.
That's like this one, it's so concentrated that.
Okay. Yeah, because one usually have like all these big pellets. I use like the
15
standard,
mil
yeah.
But
And then it's a problem because with the centrifuge we need to change and passing the Eppendorf.
We will incubate it 20 minutes. We're adding 57.8 microliters of stop solution. I've checked it that it does not look like it would have any precipitates.
Okay.
like the protocol says that one should. Mix well by inverting 10 times.
They're cross-linked now, so pretty stable.
Incubating for 5 more minutes.
$2,500 for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How did they pellet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite well. Yeah. But some of them there are really small amounts and it's difficult to see. And here this is entire, so you can see. This one is struggle, but you can see it's here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The other should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to remove all without disturb the palette. This one was easy. It's a big problem, this one.
Which one?
I can't remove all. Let's try after wash. Because when
There's
I go
sponge.
inside, yeah.
Maybe
I don't know how.
Or we spin it one more time.
Yeah. It's the sponge because when I try to remove all
Oh,
the
it started
liquid,
coming
it's,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, I had the same problem. At
Yeah,
the
you can
first
spin it
step.
down.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
When you
Let's
use
check.
spin more, do you usually just start with doing the same same spin one more time, or
You
start
can increase
adding
the speed a
Yeah,
little bit.
but
increasing the speed? Yeah.
This was amazing. Yeah, usually the problem is when it's a really small palette and the risk. I think I will spring down again these two. Just make sure to remove all the liquid. I can. Okay. I will add PBS in all of them and then
Oh, yeah, but this was the question that it comes up to 230.
just do not keep the pellet without liquid.
Yes.
And this here, I will add more.
That's too cool. Yeah, I think that's the
It's not.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
And you want to be very gentle through this?
Yes. Try to suspend well also because if it's stuck in the tips, it will be difficult then to...
Okay.
See the problem here at the slime.
Yeah, I see the same.
So this one looks like the sponge looks nice.
Okay.
You can see if you can manage. Otherwise, we'll have maybe to spin it a bit faster.
Come on.
But yeah, at some point you have to just cut your loss of a bit of material.
Should we split in several Eppendorf or just...
What's that?
I don't know.
Split that to several Eppendorfs maybe.
Or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is huge.
What do you have, 1 mil in there?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah, I think even taking out 10% probably going to be too much.
Okay.
You know, so I could pick a volume and then we can just do the math from the estimated input off of that. But yeah, I would probably aliquot that.
How many tubes do you want in there?
At least 10.
I don't, so you don't have to.
Well, no, we don't have to aliquot all of it.
No worries.
Probably do is maybe do. Let's maybe try and take out 50. 50 microliters. Maybe 5%.
So like 5%, yeah.
And then see what the pellet looks like. And do estimated input on that.
Yeah.
And then we can aliquot based off of that. Maybe do.
So you would freeze it as it is.
Huh?
You would freeze it all in one and then thaw it.
You can,
and
or
then-
you can make some aliquots now, like if you take out 5%.
Yeah, we can do a few of 5 and
5,
10,
do a 10,
and then the
and
rest
then-
we freeze as it is. Yeah.
If I write EIA on estimating input amount, what's the species? What should I write other things?
Which one was that? Was it both lichens?
Yeah. This one is a little bit less than the other one.
But still needs aliquot.
Yeah. We try
So
to
how many tubes
remove
should I
everything.
prepare? Just one for
Here.
estimation of
This
input
one.
runoff first. What was that? P, the other one, not the coming back.
Something, APH will do.
H. Is it a lichen or which one?
They're both Peltigera.
Okay, they're different Peltigera.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually tomorrow, like, I have no idea what it is. I can just take it and it's just cool.
Is it going better this time?
Yes, but it's still full. Like, I don't know if I'm removing samples or this one.
I have a risk always that the colleague is taking
I
over.
try to remove that.
Yes. Not that much in extractions, but
At that point, we have sample numbers that we
yeah, same.
Let's see the other one. I don't know how to suspend the sponge.
Which way?
The sponge.
Pipetting usually.
Yeah, but it's like, and then become again like when I try to pop it, remains the same. It's just moving. Yeah. Let me try that.
What is that?
This is the sponge. And
So yeah, we're not gonna do as many incrementals, so I would just
Use all of it,
wash
yeah.
and then just spin it down again and use all of
The
it.
sponge can be quite DNA rich,
Yeah,
but
I don't think we're gonna overload anyway.
So they are done.
was not a
and
huge
done.
piece. Like
We're gonna
I
have
use
more than
way
five-
bigger
I don't think we're
pieces
gonna
than
have more than 5 micrograms.
Probably not. No, because
Okay, we only
I
put
got
these two.
maybe around 30 micrograms, but it's
And the rest
definitely
is
bigger.
just suspended.
And the rest
And
you can
before, yeah, this one we only put.
Yeah, we're gonna take out 5%, 5%.
Maybe I should
We're gonna do 2 5s, 2 10s, and then this one I'm thinking.
It doesn't bother me just to put it down.
How big was the pallet?
It wasn't that big. This one was up like
Yes,
how
it was
you see,
70% or
70
absolute.
here, and that one was that.
We're sort of more of an H.
let's do
Is it for the?
I mean, what
Is it for
bigger
bead
than
washing
the
or
other?
bench washing? Bead wash. Yes, we got absolute.
Like compared to that, was it
Was
that?
it double?
It was about that big?
Big double than this.
Double this?
And water. There's
Oh, right.
hold on.
Everybody has used the
Yeah, so
power
let's
now.
do
It's
10%.
not something
Okay.
that I need. So this is a lot of tissue, so
Yep.
we're only taking 5%.
5%.
And then I'll make 2 of 10%.
Just like
This is gonna be
15 minutes about
very rough
a little bit.
estimated sediments
Always
so quickly. This is way less than maybe 10 if it's gonna be enough.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see soon if a minute has
2 of
gone.
10 and 2 of 20.
Yeah. We have a box. Okay.
For this one, we should probably also just judge it by the size of the
someone
pellets,
is
because
calling
they
me.
felt very
It's true that I'm moving the appendix, but
See what we get from estimating input, and then
Yep, no, but even, you know, like, for example,
and we can always just say, nah.
because for example, this from estimating
Just go ahead
input,
and
I did
take
10%,
forward.
and this is also 10%, and I can already see that this 10% is more than this.
Yeah.
Can I see? Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, just like because it's impossible to aliquot precisely. Okay, so this.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now we all spin down everything.
Spin down
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
Including
Yeah,
this
also
one.
this one, yeah.
If we need to move this in the appendix, should we resuspend again and move the appendix? We should do it before. Or we can keep it here now. And we'll do tomorrow
leave
then
it.
with the...
I wouldn't move it.
Yeah, we can do tomorrow then with the
Can you see a
lysis
pellet?
buffer.
Small?
Yeah.
you can see- Yeah.
Yeah.
I would leave it, and then tomorrow we'll add our license buffer directly
Yeah.
to that, and then condition, then we'll pull it out and put it into a PCR tube, or strip tube. Don't risk moving it.
Yeah, this
Finishing
is what
topping of
was
the
to
dry
do.
sheet.
For a lot of these tissue samples, like even when you're doing your high C reactions, when you're adding your lysis buffer, you're adding your conditioning, the wide bore tips are better, because some of these are, you're gonna have pumps, and it's gonna get gooey, and sometimes it's hard to pick it up, so.
We mostly use.
For us, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it, because we got mostly low input, but you guys, if you're doing standard input, you may.
Wide bores quite often actually.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know, you've worked with these samples before, so it pumps up.
I mean,
Even when you're
gloves
mixing your
are in the
solutions in your
blue.
high C reactions, you know, you don't pull anything up, so you can't really mix unless you sit there and just move it around, but.
yeah, it's not that fun.
And also just brainstorming with people that are used to process a lot of different samples, so it's useful.
Okay.
Should they squeeze?
Yes.
This is a really...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squeezing the sponge, I've heard that there is a protocol, and I know that there is this squeezing method. That's I think in Sanger they've developed it, so it was really nice to see that in action.
And that is very well.
Yeah.